They say there's no society without women in it. There's no great society actually without women in it. And what a way should we embrace and celebrate the society makers, aside letting you know the stories, what they have come through and how far they have come to make a difference in our society. This is Women in Great Skin. My name is Mason and I am your anchor for this particular show. Stay tuned with us. Welcome back. This is Women in Great Skin. We have Dr. Valda Martins. Hello, ma.
Hello, thank you for having me.
You look very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
All right, let us meet you. Who is Dr. Valda Martins? You know, we see what we see, but would like to hear from you.
All right, Dr. Valda Martins, who am I? Well, I'm just a simple woman. I'm the woman succeeding against all odds. The woman that life has thrown so many stones that have decided to polish the stones and use the stones to pave way to where I am today, and I'm still paving to where God wants me to get to. I am a lecturer with the Federal University of Technology, Mina, in the Department of Urban and Regional Planning. Also, I am a mental health counselor, a menstrual hygiene expert. I do business. I'm an activist, actually. I am a radio presenter at one of the radios in Niger State. I anchor a program called Every Woman. And I'm the CEO and founder of Succeeding Against All Odds. Yeah. Then I run a mental health clinic, a mental health counseling clinic in Mina. So that's a small, just a brief summary of who Valda Martins is.
That's a lot in one. All right. Would like to know more about your early days, and now this we're seeing more of like an almost finished product.
Childhood, I grew up with my grandparents. Like I was told, I was few months when I started staying with my grandma. So I grew up to know my grandfather, my grandmother, my uncles, and my aunt as my immediate family members. Then I used to think my mother is my sister. Like that, my granddad loved me so much. They said I was very smart and I don't know, funny and all that. So like that I grew up, and I remember my grandfather told me that I grew up to become a very big woman, because I was actually born with a congenital deformity. And you know, then I didn't know, you know, growing up, not until when I was in 200 level in my higher institution. That was, you know, like I see shape, you know, they'll be like, what happened to your leg? I was like, what happened, you know? I didn't know. I actually did the corrective surgery in 2014. Fast forward, I attended, I got admission to study. I wanted to study law, actually. My first, you know, course, I wanted to study law. And my mom wanted me to study accounting, because then if you are working in a bank,
yeah, they don't believe you had so much money.
I wanted law, but I got a scholarship from primary school. So they, should I say truncated? No, they changed my lane. So that's just it. Then I started work and all that. Then after my work, I worked for 5 years. I got married. But I'm blessed with 2 beautiful girls. And today, to the glory of God, I love to read. I like to seek for knowledge. Then what gives me joy is helping people.
But would like to know what shaped you into becoming so many things. What groomed you?
Life, yes. I'm one person that learned from everything. Even as we are talking, I'm picking some things, I'm learning. I'm like that. I learn from everything. My children will always say, everything you must do, life, draw life from everything. I don't know, maybe because I was raised by, you know, old people. I don't know. I think it's life. Like I said, you know, bringing a child from, you know, had congenital deformity from birth. I just wanted to be different. Like I said, I wasn't, I grew up in a very big family. We're more than 30. So I wanted to just make that difference. You know, I just wanted to stand out. So when I now realized I was a different person from other people, so I wanted to shine differently. Then I now said, okay, what has happened to me? I want to use it to let people know that you can actually succeed against all odds. Despite, yes, you can succeed against all odds, except you don't want to. You know, nothing can place limitation on anybody except oneself. So I decided, okay, however it comes, whatever it comes, I just shine that stone and use it to. Life has shaped me. Nothing else but life.
And that brings us to the question of what are the challenges you actually face, and especially in a space in a world where it's tagged a man's world. How did you find your way and coming to the top? Maybe one young girl is watching us right now and she's just like, how do I go about it? And you know, it's tiring sometimes. How did you go about all of this?
Thank you so much for this question. You know, I said deformity, that's one odd. I'm a woman, that's another odd. So it wasn't easy. Then growing up as a girl, you know, I was very slimmer than very beautiful. I had this very fine, cute shape, you know, very, very beautiful. So every boy wanted me. You know, they were like, okay, because of the deformity, you are looking so beautiful. Hey, I don't want this thing to look at, like I said, it's one of my legs. Actually, it wasn't the two. Like people that are close to me, they say, we did not even know. You know, like when I went for the surgery, people were like, I was like, you did not even say anything. They say, what is it? You know, I was seeing you beyond that. You know, they would call me like, hey, you know, you are beautiful. They want to start touching. I was like, no. I could remember my first experience with a guy toasting me. I was in secondary school. I was going to school, and this guy called me. I don't want to call his name because I don't know if you'll get to watch this. And he called me big. Oh, I don't know why big. You know, an uncle very big. You know, maybe 20-something years old. Then I was less than 18. You now call me, tell me you love me. Can you imagine?
Strange.
Not strange. Oh, I wanted to command the ground to open so that I could just enter and just. So after that day, that's the route I take to school. I never took that route. So I got home and I told my elder sister, I cried. I can't describe how I felt that day. I actually set a standard for myself. You know, once it's 6 o'clock, don't come to look for me. If you come to look for me, talk to me through the window. I don't. It's not that anybody told me. On my own.
We know that there's a lot of success.
Yes.
That is why we are able to spot and bring you right here. And we would like to share in the success stories because we've had the whole challenges and all of that. What are the success stories?
Well, like I said, it's when you have a dream, don't you just wish, you work towards it. You know, like I said, I had to go to school and all that. Like I went for my mental health studies after my PhD. Like, what did they find? After PhD, why did they go? You understand? And they didn't know because when I had issue, 2018, I looked for a mental health counselor in I didn't get, you know, thank God for friends and family. Thank God for, you know, God bless me with, you know, people that actually helped me to going to Abuja to receive whatever and all that. So I said, okay, that was what inspired me going to study mental health, you know. Then and I'm like, okay, after studying, I will not go back to Abuja to go and open a clinic. When Niger State, where I work, there is no clinic
At all.
That's what informed, you know, opening a clinic for mental health counseling. So what inspired the successes or the story of what we are talking about today is just me having a dream, pursuing that dream. I don't want, you know, I don't want anybody to pass through. I have passed through a lot of, hey, this means that I'm talking. You know, there are some things you can't say on the screen.
Yeah.
And you can't say. I have actually passed through a lot.
But you could just rub us through the surface because we'd definitely like to know why you chose to go back to school to study guidance and counseling. You know, it's
mental health, physical and mental
health.
Yes.
You know, after, you know, once you just get your first degree, you're doing well, everyone is expecting you to just continue in that path, but you have taken yourself away from that. So what actually pushed you or inspired you into that?
So it was at 2018 I have an issue with my marriage. You know, that almost that messed my mental health up. I was messed up, you know, mentally, psychologically. and otherwise. So, and that was what made me to go and study mental. When I started getting myself back, then at times I can just be at someone will call me, are you Dr. Valda Martins? We want you to come and talk on depression. We want you to come and talk on rape. We want you to come and talk on. So when I'm talking to others, I'm talking to myself.
Yes.
That was how I started getting my healing with the therapy I was getting, like that. And then I now came out of it. Then I joined a movement in Abuja. We go to correctional centers to counsel inmates.
Yes.
So that was how I met an NGO called Secure the Future. So that was actually, like that. I told them, okay, the registrar now, then the institute, Dr. Mohammed Audu, God bless him, that I wanted to go and study guidance and counseling.
Yeah.
So he introduced mental health to me.
Ooh.
So that was how
Right.
I started. Yes.
All right. Going through all of this, going through your career and your life, and you're still succeeding at all of this. How are you able to balance? You mentioned you had 2 beautiful girls.
I have.
Okay, you have two beautiful girls. How are you able to
Balance.
make the balance? Because a lot of women, once they just have children, they feel like, okay, that's my achievement.
Done.
Yes.
For me, like I said, I still, even after my law, by God's grace, I will still study something. I already have something else. I already have down.
Wow.
I've penned down that I want to, go for after this.
Yes.
The truth is that it's not easy. Like I told someone today, when I went for something, I said, when I am now old, maybe when I'm retiring from my daytime light job now, I'm going to build a very big and very good daycare.
Yes.
Where I will help people keep their children while they go to work. Because as a career woman, as a wife, as a woman that wants to impact, and you are raising your children, it's not easy. I could remember then my children were in Elami International School, and where I school a permanent site where the campus is very far. I have to run, pick them, go back. I put clothes in my bag. In the car, they will change and all that. I have to do their lesson, their lesson assignment for them. It wasn't. Then there were some things that suffered.
Oh, you had to, there are some things you just had to keep aside.
Yes, because it's not that completely. I wasn't giving that 100% attention I was supposed to give to it. You understand? Things. Because you have to balance.
Were those things kind of priorities, or they were just things that you could find your way through?
I wasn't traveling. The only place I could go to then was Abuja to see my siblings, like that. If you invite me for anything, I will not go. Marriages or weddings, rather weddings I wasn't attending. Any social I wasn't attending because there was nobody living with me for me to leave the children with. So I was actually, because I know from 0 to 10 years you have to mold your children. After then it takes God. That's when you say when fish don't dry. So that is 0 to 10 is when you dry the fish. So I now they say, okay, should I give priority to going out, socializing, or I should face my home? I should face raising my children. So I sat down, I gave it a very deep thought. So I said, okay, I can socialize later, but I can't come back and come and raise my children later. So I decided to give priority to raising the children. And then after 10 years, and I say, yes, the word I have come. I want to explore and take over.
All right, now let's start from your professional side. How do you think women can prioritize their mental health, their self, when it comes to, because you said for 10, you had to give your children
10 years.
That 10 years. And 10 years is
I still give
time.
them now, as in the maximum, as in everything complete, 10 years. So don't do this, don't do that, don't do that.
But you didn't neglect yourself in the process.
At a point, I did though. If I say I didn't, I'm lying. Because I lived the whole of me for the children. I had to make sure that they were fine and all that.
Yeah.
At a point, I did. I said I wasn't socializing, so it's like living, myself. Yeah.
That is one. A lot of women will be like, okay, now my children are there, my family is there. How do I create that balance to prioritize myself? And because you've gone to school over and over and over again, and now you are diving into other things, and you still have these girls around you. So how do you manage?
Okay, now because I'm doing so many other things, like I said, what the seed I've sown in them, is actually growing and all that. It's not that you still don't do work, you still do more work, but you won't do as much as you did. Like now, I don't bathe them. They can take their bath themselves. They can cook themselves. Like those days, I cook breakfast. I'll cook breakfast. I'll cook lunch. At times, if I know I'm going to stay long in the office, whether I'll come and pick them and go back to the office with them, I'll cook dinner down. I remember there was a time we had 13 people in my house. Yes. And
you had to cater for everybody.
I cook breakfast, lunch. Cooking is actually one of my hobbies anyway. Then I like very clean. I like very clean environments. I like my house to be very, very clean. If it's dirty, it affects my mental health till now. So even now, it's not that I don't. I still no. You can see we are here together.
Yeah.
I remember I have a friend. She would tell me there was one day we went to her shop. So she was like, "Where are the girls?" I said, "They are at home." She said, "I lie." So they know why they said I lie. He said, "No, say na kidney and liver. You cannot." So later, my children. Like I said, I tell you na kidney and liver. They cannot be, because then I remember she would come to me like, "Okay, let the children come and stay. Be sure you can rest." I'll say, "No, don't worry." She will always come. See, Mama, you need to rest. Let me pick the children. I'll say, "No, don't worry." Yes. Still now, I still do it like before. Do like, "Mommy, this one, Mommy, that one." But now we can be at home. They're in their room. I'm in my room. I said we want to stay. Though we still do that chewing gum thing, because they are now big. Yeah. But then it's not as bad as like I got back from work before this program. I got back from work and I thought I wanted to. They made food for me. It's before. It's me that will do all that, so they can cook and all that. So I think they are now helping me in a way.
Okay, we've talked about all your work, education, and all of that. But life has its own sides. We're talking about a little bit of fun and spice. So what do you do with your leisure time?
My leisure time, I play with my children. I actually don't have too many friends. Like when people see me, they'll think I have lots of. I know people very well. If it's no people, I know people. I know people very well. Just like I know Double Chief. I know so many people, but I can't say I have friends. If you are taking me as your friend, don't be angry if you watch this this video.
No, they would.
I actually take my children as my friend. What I do is I read. I'm not a screen person. I can stay with TV in my house for a whole year. I won't even switch it on. The only screen I say is my phone. Office work and all that. Or whatever it is I will do, you get them from whether from your email and all those. So I check every day and all that. So what I do, I like to read. I write. I can say I've written so many short books, different books, different. What ideas can just come and like that. Then I plan. Then when I'm tired, I go to Abuja and I go and unwind. I just like to sit down with myself, and I'm still learning.
All right. So what would you advise a young and aspiring woman? What would you advise her to do? Someone that is so ambitious and yet there are a little challenge. Not sometimes it might not be a little, but there are challenges surrounding her environment or her culture or something that is standing as an odd right before her. So what would you advise her to do?
Well, as a woman, every young aspiring woman, I would tell the woman not to let anything limit her. She should keep her dream alive, pursue that dream, go for it no matter what. So as an aspiring woman, I will advise, no matter what the odd is, learn to rise above the odd. Learn to scale the hurdles and look at where you want to get to, and make sure you get there by all means. But if I say by all means, not in bad way. Walk towards, so that when you get there, when you look back and see the hurdles you have, been able to cross and all that, and you look at where you are and you smile and say, Father, I give you praise.
Thank you so much, Dr. Valda. It's been an amazing time talking to you. And I'm sure every young girl watching this would be inspired that nothing is going to stop you as long as you set your mind to whatever it is you want to do. We appreciate you for coming on Women in Great Skin.
Thank you for
because
having
we have
me.
seen you off. You need to see her skin on the close side. Glowing. Thank you so much for
coming.
Thank
you for having me.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, that's it on Women in Great Skin. Stay tuned to this channel because more episodes are coming your way and you keep on seeing women exploring and doing great things in the world. You can be a woman in great skin. Thank you for joining.
I'm Dr. Valda Martins. I am a lecturer, the founder and CEO of Succeeding Against All Odds. I'm a mental health counselor, a menstrual hygiene expert. I'm a mother, I'm a friend, I'm your friend, and I'm a woman in great skin.